Word 2013 has a layout that is really active as you're working in the print layout. It's called Live Layout. It's really used well with images to see how they will lay out in your document as you move it around and allow it to wrap text and other things around it. So as we look at that, we're also going to notice some other feature here called alignment guides. And as we go down to the object down here, I'm going to make it a little bit larger so we can work with it and see it. And one thing you'll notice is this layout options button. If you click on that, right now it's set up for inline with text. Well, what does that mean? Well, if you move this, you get this big heavy line, which is an insertion, and it will drop it in line with the text so that the text actually moves. You know, here's the picture and then the text as it's going. So I'm going to undo that, bring it back, and I'm going to change the layout option to square, which you can see the text goes around it, but it still has enough room. Square, but it's tight, so it comes out really close to it as much as it can. This one is through it, so the text, if there's room, or visually it allows it to go through it. This stays above it and below it, behind it, and in front of it. Well, to make the effect that we want, let's do tight. And what I'm going to do is, as I move it, you're going to see this is live layout. So you're going to see what it looks like, you know, as if you were to drop that somewhere. Okay, so now before I do that, I'm going to shrink it down back again because these are pretty small paragraphs here. Okay, now this is, right now, it's doing the tight. So you can see the text right here. It's running around it pretty tight, and then it goes below it because it has more room to work with there. So as we bring it up, now notice sometimes you're going to see that green line. That's called an alignment guide, and it's showing you that it's right at the same level as that paragraph, meaning the spacing a little bit forward or, you know, in front of it. So you'd see what that looks like. And you're going to see that at times. Here it's lining to the center of it. And then let's see if we can get one to the bottom. You're not always going to get that. So that's what those green lines are. And it's very helpful to see, you know, are you at the right grid area? There we are, right within that paragraph. And this is not only lined across, but now the center of our document as well. So that's pretty slick. So I'm going to come on up. And let's try it in here. So that would be at the top. And I can see, you know, I don't necessarily have to have it in the center, but at least I'll know where that is. I can come down and I can see how I'm lining up across this document. And as I get here, you know, maybe that's where I'm going to end up. Let's just see what that would look like. And there we go. So release on that. And that's called live layout, where you can see how it's going to react to that object that you're moving. And the alignment guides, those green lines that we were seeing, that tell us you're at the top of that paragraph. In this case, we saw it was in the center of the document as well, and even middle of the paragraph was coming up as well. So these are some really nice ways to be able to see how it's going to impact the document when we move those particular images.